Good morning. I'm going to show you today some parts within the motorised compartments within the CleverSpa. The CleverSpa is a simple method. It's just a box, has a top that comes off quite easy, and it has a few other components to it as well. The reason I'm making this video is because every time I've googled it, I've tried to find out how the mechanism of this thing works. I've actually rung the manufacturers up and they've actually told me unless I've got a warranty, they were going to send out an engineer. It would cost me £60 and all these things, and it's, to be honest, just couldn't get any information off them at all properly. When I've taken this apart, and I know quite a few of you people out there are having problems with yours, but they're quite simple. It's just knowing what's what within them, like most things. But once you take them apart, I'll do another video of actually how you strip them out of the actual pool area itself, which is basically, it's quite an easy job to take this components, this motor. I'll just show you this roughly now. So I'll go through this with you, but basically this all is, and this piece here sits on the top like this, and it's fixed in. That's what it is. But where a lot of people are having problems with these, there's a simple method how to fix them, and I'll show you how it is. Once you've stripped this box out, the screws on the top of these, you can see them here, here and here, and basically if you unscrew them, this compartment here will lift out, and basically that's all it is, an empty box basically with chambers in it. Now these chambers here are for the air motor. The air motor, which is in this box here, and it sits, these two tubes here are what it feeds, and there is that big box there is what creates the air for your pump. So that gives you bubbles in your bath, and that also blows the outside up as well on the CleverSpa. So once it's switched on through your remote, it basically presses air in there. It goes through this flow here, where I've got it there saying airflow, and basically it goes down, and it also, let me just put that down a second, it also just feeds these two chambers here on this side and this side. So one is actually for to blow it up, and one is actually to go down a tube, and it'll blow bubbles. Now where this has a problem is inside this tube here is a non-return valve. A non-return valve means when the air goes through, it basically opens up, and if I actually do this, you can hear it clicking. So if I just take that there, so basically it's opening the valve, which is just like a spring, and what it does is it stops the air coming back through to the pump, basically deflating your tub. This sticks inside. Now how to deal with this is you can either put something up bendy and push it, because it sticks inside here. So if there's no air in your tub, or there's no bubbles or anything like that, the likelihood is it's this here that's stuck. And basically you could do what I've just said there, which is you can get yourself a piece of hard wire that can bend, and you can press that down there, push it up around and move the spring itself. That's one way of doing it. The other way, it's a bit messy, but it will do it, and that is actually just drill a slight hole on this side and make sure that it's not this one that's got that outlet on it here, it's the other side to it, and basically just get yourself a piece of hard wire, push that through, and you can hear it now moving. And then just get some filler, really good filler, glue filler and just literally close that up. You could put a big screw in it, but actually you're better just getting yourself a hard filler and fill that there, a hard glue, not a filler, a glue, and that would do it. That suffice. That's how you would stop that problem. Very easy. The other thing that I found with these is this. Now this sits obviously on top of your tub itself, and what you need to do to get that out is you need to press these sides up just like this on the thing itself. Press them up like that, and that will sit up like this on top. So that, imagine this being obviously a tub, and you will have two screws, one this side and one this side here, and you'll have to undo them screws. Be careful with them, they're a bit fiddly, but they will come off, and the bolts will stay obviously sat in. Just lift it off, and then you've got this here. If you want to do these screws here, there's a connection which is a wire connection, and it's one bar, and basically if take your time it will pull out, and that'll leave you with a lead. The lead itself needs to go back down through the tub with it when you're pulling this out. Take that back down, and now inside this here, it's a lot of wires. There's a pump in there. This is the air pump that I'm showing you now on there, and basically that's the airflow return. So remember I said to you, it'll pump out air here through the tube and back down, and this part here, this runs down to the to make the bubbles basically, and it basically comes out of the bottom here and fits onto another tube. Very simple. It's the other thing that you do have problems with, and this also sits inside there. These are the feeders. This is your filter, and this is your water flow at the top. So basically the water filters around there. This is a pump inside here, and inside here there's a propeller, and if you're inside your tub, if your tub isn't flowing, the water's not flowing, you put your hand over these inside of your tub. One has a filter, this bottom one has a filter to it, but if you put your hand over them and they're not working, there's no water flowing constantly through them like this, then basically the chances are it's this propeller, and that sits inside here like this. This little motor runs it. It's run on a magnet basically, and this will flow around like that, and that'll turn the water. So this might be stuck in. Now a bit fiddly, but remember what I said, don't be daunted about it. Undo those 4 screws on top of this unit, the big unit here, and this top will lift up. And when that lifts up, I'll just move that around slightly so you can see that. Okay. So when this lifts up here, basically this sits inside there, it's fitted inside there on that side there, and it's only screws, so just take your time with it, but you can take it apart. There's the screws there. You undo them 4 screws. There's a seal inside, so be careful when you're pulling it out, but basically that will sit inside there. The other way to do with it, you could put a small screwdriver in here and just see if the propeller will move, will turn. If it doesn't turn, or it does turn, is not working, then it's probably that it's not working at all, and you need to get a new one. Be careful when you're ordering these as well. Get the right one, the one with the yellow. There is 2 types, but one's bigger than the other. So depending on what model you've got, you need to make sure. They're normally this yellow one though, so be careful with that. The other one, now if it's not heating up your elements, there is sensors inside these which basically there they are there. So it will trip out if this overheats or it's faulty wiring or anything like that. That sits inside there like this, right? But these here, they're trippers. They will trip it out completely. So if you're not that clever with electrics or anything like that, be very careful with these. But it's an heating element. It's like a kettle. It's on a bigger version. So these two wires, an electrician will be able to test that, the continuity on it, to see whether that is working. But basically that's the simple concept of it for your water flow itself. I know I've given you quite a little bit to think about there, but any questions, just Google me the questions. I'll answer them best I can. I will do a couple of more videos of different compartments of there, but it's not a daunting thing, this. It is quite simple, especially this, you know, to go and pay 60 quid just to get somebody out. That's only call out charges. Basically it's a stuck valve, that's all it is. So they will move, but that's the easiest way to deal with it, is literally just drill it all, push the valve, get it going again, and seal that up, or try to put something up inside. Remember the airflow, what I was telling you, which way it goes. You know, if you come up the wrong way, you're never going to move it at all because you're pushing against it. And that's it, simple as that. So I thought I'd just show you how easy that is. Okay guys, till next time, thanks a lot, cheers.